Smart places, mines. Sensors are sort of things with mines again too. Placing sensors into a mine so you can try and predict or stop before they occur. Slips happening or the risk of rock faces collapsing. So try to predict in the future as to when that's about to occur so you can actually make sure people are safe. So looking at those sorts of technologies as well. But ultimately though, smart lessons. If I had to actually wrap anything up and say, so what are we doing about smart things and technology? You can talk around smart sensors and other things all you want. At the end of the day, it's about the people that employ them. As you said, set a vision. Working on a complex project, developing infrastructure at a point for a new ship that Defence haven't even made a final decision on. Now, at the time we started, they haven't. How do you do that? Okay, at least set a vision. Empower your teams to be able to make that decision so they can just keep carrying through. But smart ideas, it's about smart decision making. Everything that you do should be empowering your teams to be able to make those decisions. Give them the tools so they can actually do it for you. So you're not always having to come back to the people that are leading the business. They can do it for you. Smart man once said, give people just an intent of what you're trying to achieve and you'll probably be surprised by the results. It's the same sort of thing that applies here. But more importantly, make sure they're part of the investment. All of the projects I spoke around, our teams feel like they're part of that investment. They're part of that outcome that they're achieving. Whether it's the example I gave up at Woomera, developing a counter ID facility, it's important to make you feel part of something bigger and you're contributing something. It doesn't matter whether it's a counter ID facility or it's a mess, like I said, or living in accommodation for someone. It all contributes to something. It contributes to the Defence Australia, and it's important that it actually comes out. The most important, I just want to remember, everyone, the message as far as I'm concerned, from our point, it's about people. No matter what you do, where you are, you're applying for Defence, it's about people. And it's an amazing time, and I can just reiterate what Jim's saying. This spend that Defence is going through, it's a once in a generation, the largest since World War II. The only way that Defence is going to get support is to step up. And yet we've been on the other side. I've seen it personally, what Defence thinks about consultants and industry as a whole. I can tell you now though, that facet is changing. Because smart people are bringing smart ideas to Defence. Whether it's through companies like Jim's, GHD or others, they are really seeing the benefit of what industry has to play. And Defence has finally realised through people like Christopher Pyne that industry plays an important part in Defence of Australia. Soldiers, sailors, airmen and airwomen may be at the point, but they're supported by an amazing array of people with smart ideas. So thinking about that, I decided to hand over to my colleague Miles now. I'll probably talk around after John to come up. About what GSD is putting in place, so you can talk about what he's talking about is how we now generating the next lot of young people, men and women who are going to come through and developing smart ideas that we've sort of covered off here today. So come on.
Very good. Yes, I'm Miles Coker. I work with GHD Digital. I, unlike the two speakers before me, do not have a history serving for Australia. I'm actually very poor at self-defence, let alone national defence, but I do work for a business that does a lot of work for and with defence. So I think that's something very, that I'm very grateful to be a part of. And I mean, really my only experience was serving in cadets at school. And I had a really intimidating platoon master, plenty of experience serving, and my strongest memory is a tug on the back of my head. Get a haircut, Shirley. So I can attest, I didn't really belong there, and so I'm happy to contribute in other ways. So GHD Digital, the team I work in is our digital innovation team. That is, my role is in the strategy and design of programs, solutions, experiences, services that will help you and